get on a little bit earlier. So 3:35 was the start time. So 1 minute off. Sorry about that. But here we are. Welcome to the live stream on a Saturday here, a rainy Saturday. So a good cozy day to stay inside. And one of the fun things to do on a rainy Saturday is build Lego. So here I am. And bag 2, all complete. Thank goodness. I had to build one last section offline just because I was losing patience with finishing up bag 2, which is more like bags 2. But this is looking pretty good. I think one of the coolest features to finish off the build and bag 2 was the entrance here. This part, the corner entrance. So you build up this, if I can take it off. I was, again, not looking at any previews or anything or where this was leading, but so I started to build this structure up with these rounded slope type pieces, and then the golden one stud extended pieces there, and thinking this must go on right side up. Like this would be the top, and of course this side with the receptors would be the bottom. But you turn it upside down and you connect it to these cool little track brick pieces here, which you can see those, like usually you might see them in a Star Wars set. They kind of got those sliding track lines in there, and they have the studs hollowed out, and you connect it from this point upside down, and it makes like a nice little corner mound, upside down mound, but it like has like a nice kind of characteristic curve, rounded entrance, but the circular part or the half sphere part facing the ground towards the doorway. So again, a lot of cool color, creativity, floral geometric shapes there. And oh, I got to be careful picking this up. I remember the drop last time, but this looks really cool. So very fun, very cool entrance to the build. So I'll just start with bag 3. I think what I'm going to do, as this might be an advantageous time in the live stream before we catch anyone, is to maybe sort out the bag. So I'm going to do that. Sort out bag 3 before I build, because one of the frustrations was not getting all the pieces that I needed right away, because it was almost like I was starting from a total tear down and not a new set. So I'm going to use this TV tray here. I'll put the instruction booklet aside. I got a little more desk space here. Here's the set. I'm building up Creator Set 10255 Assembly Square, a retired set, but it's been in the backlog, and so I'm going to build it up now. So SK Zurblocks, welcome. Psh, awesome to see you here. Thank you for being here. Bless Pasadilla, psh, welcome. I have a Lego Formula One. Very cool. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. If you're new to Brick Therapy, that's the name of the channel. We have done a few live streams now, building up kind of these larger scale sets that we've collected over time and decided, you know what, let's build and share and maybe meet some of the Lego community. So I'm glad to see you guys here. Glad to see you join in for as long as you can. So don't forget to leave a like, especially if you like Lego. So I hope I'm saying this right. SK, or maybe it's Scoozer Blocks, welcome. Bless Pasadilla, welcome. Jeanette, welcome. Psh. Kathy, welcome back. Psh. Awesome. Good to see you guys. Leave a like. And yes, if you love Legos, for sure, leave a like. Join our channel. Whoops. Here's our sig fig looking guy. You might see him in the corner of your screen. Click like and subscribe if you want to be part of our community. And of course, we connect with other smaller channel Lego YouTubers. Maybe someday we'll be I don't know, more known. I won't say famous, but yeah, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys here. Kathy says, "What's up, Brick Therapy 23?" What's up, Kathy? Psh, hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Jeanette says, "I love Legos." That is awesome. Very cool. That girl, Alyssa, welcome. Psh, Alyssa's got a fun question here. What's the easiest set you've built? Probably. Well, there's two perspectives on that. When my kids were younger, we would build up small little Nexonites. Let's see, these guys, these were always fun. My son collected these. My younger son collected these. So I would say from a grown-up point of view, this was probably one of the easiest sets, but one of the funnest sets to build. And then my son, probably like preschool through kindergarten, loved these little Nexonite sets. You know, mechs. I think this is the first time we saw mechs. Now they're all over with Star Wars and Marvel mechs, Ninjago mechs, but that probably is. And then from my own perspective, easiest set might be like a poly bag with just a minifigure and a smaller build. And, you know, just to be completely straightforward, an easy set would probably be a Duplo set, but it's fun nonetheless because you're stacking up Lego bricks. So very fun. Glad you guys love Legos. Jeanette says, "I love Legos so much." John Powell, welcome. Psh, yeah, John Powell, it's a little bit earlier, but glad to catch you here. I think I missed you in the last couple ones. It's Saturday. It's a rainy day over here, so it's just a nice day to stay inside and not get, you know, caught up in rainy day traffic and all that stuff. My son had his soccer team celebration, end of the season pizza party. Excuse me. So we got back from that, and so thought, you know what? It seems like a good time to live stream, and hopefully we'll catch some of the Lego community. And good to see a lot of new arrivals, new people to the channel. How fun is that? So yeah, welcome again to everybody. Jeanette says, "I love Lego so much." Karis says, "What is the set you want to get very badly?" Or what is the set you want to get? Well, now that I've obviously got into Lego collecting, you can see these are not the cheapest type of sets. I would say, well, I have been saying on our other live streams that I want to get, these are modular sets. So I would like to get a modular set. I think it's been out about 2 years now. The Natural History Museum. Opening up bag 3. By the way, this is the one I'm working on right now to build very slowly. Finished bag 2, so all looking pretty good here. Very precarious build. I don't know if anyone will get this set because it's retired, but if you do, bag 2 is quite the challenge. Just a lot of small builds and took a lot longer time than this set here. This is the reason why I wanted to get into all these modulars, because we have this jazz club and this Parisian restaurant. But this jazz club was so much fun to build. A lot, I don't know, it's more straightforward build, but just as detailed and fun. But yeah, the Natural History Museum would be a set I'd love to get. And then in terms of just over a long period of time, Karis, I think one of the UCS sets, the UCS Millennium Falcon, which is a lot of money, or the UCS Venator. So my desire for sets are, you know, very much on the high end side. And then in terms of smaller sets, the Ninjago series is a fun theme for Lego, and Ninjago City is like probably my most favorite set of all time. It's a modular set, so that one I've liked the most. But in terms of smaller sets, anything Ninjago would be fun to build. Even the ones I have no idea. Honestly, don't have any idea about the storyline, but I just like those builds, and they're a lot more affordable. You could get a small Ninjago pack for about $10, and then when it's on sale, even less expensive than that. So yeah. Karen says, "Lego!" Psh, awesome. Welcome, Karen, to the channel. Welcome to Brick Therapy 23. There's a few of you on the channel. Please leave a like if you don't mind, and just love to have you here. Thank you for being here for part of your Saturday. Bless Pesadilla says, I'm from New York. So you probably are like, rain? That doesn't sound so bad. I'm on the West Coast, by the way, Bless Pesadilla. So I think our weather here is probably a lot more gentle than what you guys have out there in New York, especially getting into winter. Jeanette says, I like soccer. Yes, I guess I should call it football, right? Football for the rest of the world. Karis, yeah, what set do I want to get? So yeah, definitely the UCS Millennium Falcon or the Natural History Museum. Those would be the top of my list. And in terms of like realistically budget-wise, I would like to get the Natural History Museum, which is another modular build. Like these modulars are like just really fun. You get back into Lego as a grown-up, and so you want a fun challenge, but that kind of also reminds you of Lego as a kid, building up old Lego city sets. But these modulars are fun because there's so much detail. You get some different minifigures, you know, these guys right here. So far there's been 2, and I just realized for Assembly Square, the minifigures are that old school Lego face, just a simple smiley face on a yellow head, versus you get these newer minifigures with the newer modulars and a lot more expression and character, and of course cool hair pieces. This guy's got he's got quite the hair going on there, driving his Vespa scooter. So yeah, the modulars are just a lot of fun and a lot of detail going into that. That girl says, how about the most expensive set you've made, but it was worth it? Oh, that's easy. That girl, it's right behind me here. The Rivendell Lord of the Rings set. If you can see it, I'll do a little overhead shot. Since it's live, I can do that. But yeah, this set right here, the Rivendell set, such a fun build. I want to say 7,000 pieces in that set. I forgot, but over the summer we built that up, and then you can see all the very cool. Oh, those go with Barador. You can see all the minifigures up here, and just a very cool part of the Lord of the Rings trilogy of movies, the original trilogy, which was a great, actually during Christmas time, a great series to watch. So yeah, that's, I would say, the most worth it. And if you become what they call a Lego Insider, so you go to the lego.com website and you add your email, open up an account, which is free, you can be a Lego Insider. So if you buy anything through Lego, through their website or at a Lego store, if you happen to live near or reasonably near a Lego store, usually they're in the high-end shopping malls, then of course you get the insider points, plus the fun of visiting a Lego store, which we have a few in our area that we can get to within an hour or so, which I guess compared to a lot of other folks around the country, that's pretty special. So yeah, join the Lego Insiders, plus you get early access to Lego sets and all that fun. But yeah, you stack up points, and those points can be turned into discount, like dollar value discounts on future Lego sets. So that's, once you get some big set like this, you get a lot of points. Then we use those points plus some other sets we bought, and then I bought the Barador set over the summer at a discount. Plus, if you really get into Lego and Lego collecting, you'll notice that they offer things called gift with purchases. So it's like bonus Lego, small bonus Lego sets that you get gifted when you buy another Lego set. And usually the price for getting a gift with purchase can range. Sometimes it's not too bad. Sometimes it ranges from like about $40. Usually the more fancy gift with purchases probably require about $100 or $150 purchase. And if you are in the know with Lego news, and there's a lot of big sets that have come out lately, such as from the Pirates of the Caribbean story, the Captain Jack Sparrow pirate ship, where you got a gift with purchase that was a buildable compass. And then the UCS Death Star came out, which was loved or hated by many. And that came with a small TIE Fighter, TIE Fighter Star Wars ship, which came with 3 minifigures. Also controversial, but yeah, just for example, you get those bigger sets. So when we got these sets here, we also got a gift with purchase. You can kind of see next to Bardor, there's one there that came with our Lord of the Rings sets. And it's really, you kind of want to time your bigger purchases for Lego to get those. So, you get more for your money, basically. And yeah, there's insider points, there's double insider points. There's a lot of things you can do to take advantage of all that's offered. So yes, lots of things to think about. John Powell says, I've got 2 assembly squares stashed away and another built. So John Powell, you have obviously appreciated this set. Did you happen to get that many? Because when I bought this, it was on like $100 discount right before they're going to retire it. And I want to say it was $100 less than the original price. So that's why I got it. Plus, of course, it was a modular, and I knew it would be a good investment and a good addition to our collection. Jeanette says, I like Lego cars. Very cool, Jeanette. They're having, Lego has started, I think, I want to say maybe over the summer, a series of collectible Lego cars, like small kind of matchbox size Lego build cars. And they come in different colors. I don't know if they come with a little figure or not, but I've seen those, so maybe you know about that. But yeah, Lego knows. They know also there's, those toy car companies like Matchbox or Hot Wheels, or Mattel, the company, I think, they're making like brick style toys as well for under their brand name. So Lego's not gonna lose out on any consumer interest in building toy sets. So yeah, Lego cars, very fun. They have, of course, the Speed Champion series, and I recently showed a set I got on sale through Amazon of a Formula One McLaren, which was a larger, like a Lego icon set, the Ayrton Senna Formula One car build. I thought that just looked like a great set. It was on display a couple times at the Lego store. Just loved the way it looked. So once I saw it for half price on Amazon through an independent seller who used Amazon, I was like, I gotta get that set. So I actually started building that one right as if you go to our first live stream of this set, I actually show that Ayrton Senna set. Very fun. Bless Pesadilla says, how many Lego sets do you have? Well, everything you can see in the background, probably times 2. Or no, probably times 3. There's quite a few in the backlog I haven't built yet. So this is kind of the collection here, and then, double that with stuff that's not in the background here. Or I guess more than that. What did I say? Times 3. So yeah, I'm serious. When you become a Lego collector, it's like, it is a passion. It is fun. And, there's no slowing down. There's no slowing down Lego, and like all the sets I just described. There are a lot out there. So if you just got into Lego, you will see, or just look on their website, you'll see how much is out there. Mage Wizard says, I built the Goonies set. Hey, Mage, good to see you back here. I just built the Goonies set. How was that, Mage? Did you take advantage? Did you get it when they had the gift with purchase? Speaking of gift with purchase, the Goonies set came out, gosh, not too long ago. Like, what, 2 weeks ago? Or maybe less than that? So, Mage, welcome. And building the Goonies set, how fun is that? And what does everyone think of the USS Enterprise? Oh, Mage, that's a good question. That is a good question. Mage, I brought that up a couple times in the last 2 live streams, and I think overall it's a cool looking set. It doesn't have the appeal as a Star Wars ship would have, at least in my opinion, because it's just a really like a giant kind of Star Trek UCS set model ship. Like there's no real interior to it. It does have the feature where the saucer can separate from the jet section or whatever it's called, the main body section. Ooh, look at sorting is taking place, by the way. I'm sorting. I'm hoping this will save me some time. So sorting out bag 3 here. Bags 3, I should say, because there's like 5. There's not just one bag 3 in this one. Probably there's actually more than that, because I'm sure there's a couple smaller bags within this bag. But yeah, Mage, I think that set, it looks cool. The mini figures are probably the most appealing thing about that for Lego collectors or Star Trek fans. I can't really say I'm a Star Trek fan. Like I don't know all the storyline or all the characters, but the show I'm familiar with. I like that show, the New Generation, the newer version of that show. And so the minifigures that they put within it seem to like include all the main characters, like from Captain Picard to Worf, the Klingon. They even got a special headpiece for him to give him that Klingon head. And Data, Geordi, LaForge, like they make those minifigs look pretty good, pretty sweet. So all that to say, I would probably consider buying that set strictly as an investment. They're also, or you probably know this, Mage, they're also including a gift with purchase, to go back to that point, with that set and when it first comes out. I think it comes out at the end of this month or like the last week of November. So if you're a Lego insider, you have a lot better chance of buying that set and getting the gift with purchase, which is like a shuttlecraft. And you can look at that whole thing on lego.com on the website. It's all there. You can see what it is that comes with the set. It's like a $400 set though. So anyway, I see that set as an investment set. I would probably buy that set and just hold on to it, not build it, and see how much the value of it goes on, increases, especially whenever it retires. So that'd be a set I'd probably buy, hold on to for a long time, and then resell it. Unless at some point it just becomes a masterpiece and it's priceless. But even then, more so, right? I think that set is going to be pretty high demand, judging from what all the Lego reviewers have said. Although maybe they're just, shilling it for Lego. They're just trying to build up the FOMO already. So yeah, it's a cool set. I would say probably a good investment set. Les Pasazia says, that's mini Lego. It's true. Good. Got the GWP. Nice, Mage. Got the GWP with the Goonies set. John Powell says, yeah, buy extras of the modulars when there's a good sale. Yeah, I'm wondering if the Jazz Club, the one I just showed, will go on sale again. Hoping that another one will go on sale as well. That would be amazing if the Natural History Museum went on sale. One can only hope. The set looks cool on the box. Welcome, Jody. Psh, welcome. Thank you. I think the box with the pictures looks cool. It does. This is the older design. So, this is what obviously helps sell the Lego sets, right? The box art, right? So that, and then of course you've got, this set also is really popular. It has nothing to do with modular sets, but you've got the Gingerbread AT-AT. This is another very popular set that pretty much just sold out the moment it was released and put on sale. And I think you can get it on back order or, buy it and wait. But yeah, the modular looks amazing. I love the build. It's obviously coming together here. You can see how much is involved. This is probably like, 1/6 of the way there. Even though I've finished bag 2, I feel like there's a lot more detail in this set than I anticipated when I opened the bags or when I opened the box, because I just finished the Jazz Club modular, but clearly Lego has changed its instructions, technique, or procedure, because the Jazz Club just, I feel like that set was just so well designed and organized that every time I finished up a bag, it just felt like you just had all this progress. This set, there's a lot of cool detail, but I was looking for all these little detailed pieces, flower pieces, and they have like dessert cupcakes and little control panels to make like a little cash register, and just a lot of smooth like one stud pieces, and there's like, the random build inside all of this, like the bakery and the flower shop. They look great. There's so much little detail in here, and then you're trying to install these windows, which are like rolling garage doors that you'd see in a Lego fire station or police set. So a lot of cool creative elements, but a lot of patience, and then of course trying to do it on a live stream. I was dropping things. I did a fun short of me just dropping stuff, not to like devastating, start all over again, but it wasn't like the smoothest start to a modular build and live stream. So we'll see how this goes. I feel like already this is helping me with my brick therapy, just keeping my mind that in order that this will be a lot better experience building bag 3 this way. John Powell says the Star Trek set is a great display set. Yes, exactly. Definitely, like I said, like a UCS display set, like a Star Wars UCS, you're going to buy a big ship, you're going to put it together. It's a lot of great pieces. It looks really cool, and especially if you like Star Trek. It's fun to see a Lego set, especially that's all rounded, like the saucer section of the ship, kind of like the Millennium Falcon, because usually we associate Legos with more like square, rectangular builds. So to see this ship and new set, in addition to all those awesome looking minifigures, the only thing is the minifigures, there's no bridge. Like one of the famous scenes from any Star Trek is the bridge where they're all obviously in the main deck of the ship, the command ship, and dealing with all the challenges of space, interspace travel, intergalactic travel, and all the storylines that go with that. So when you see the build, you're like, yeah, that looks cool. But the minifigures got nowhere to go, man. They're gonna be like on a display, well, kind of like this, like bar door. They're gonna be like on a display stand like that, and then the build's gonna be right next to it. This has interior though. This has interior rooms to it. The Star Trek set doesn't. But again, I think it'll be a great investment. Mayo is here. Psh, Mayo with the mantra, relevancy is currency. Mage says the escape shuttle on the 28th November. Okay, that is the gift will purchase. Yes, so it's the 28th November. Yeah, right at the end of the month. Blessed Pasadilla says, how many years have you been collecting Lego? Well, Blessed Pasadilla, it's a fun question. If you were to go back to my childhood, I have sets from when I was a lot younger, and thankfully, well preserved. So the yellow Lego castle and a couple other castle sets, and some random space, not sets anymore, unfortunately, due to time, and not being a kid who actually takes care of stuff. But thankfully, the castle sets were. So that goes back to the 80s. So yeah, you do the math. That's a long time. Now, collecting Lego in earnest, probably since 2018. 2017, I was just fun watching my kids get Lego and helping them build the sets, small sets. They got like a lot of Star Wars sets, like that Nexo Knight set I showed you. This is kind of like the catalyst for my kids getting back into Lego, these Nexo Knight sets, which are super fun mech builds. And that was about the 2010s, 12s, 15s era. And then, yeah, there was something that sparked my interest in 2018. And then once I saw how amazing these sets are, how amazing these sets are, I got Ninjago City, and that was it, man. That began the journey. All right, Mage, gotta go. Psh, thank you, Mage, for being here for a bit, man. Thank you for being here. Met is here. Met, welcome. Little Brick Therapy is hanging out on a Saturday. He just came back from his soccer banquet, team banquet. So again, just chilling. Maniac Bricks, welcome, welcome. Good to see all you guys. Alexandria, awesome. So doing a little bit earlier live stream, but seeing some familiar names. Love it. John Powell says, guarantee there will be a bridge set eventually. Just which one? Original series, preferred? Oh, that would be amazing, John Powell. So for the Star Trek theme for Lego, I heard people speculating it's a one-off, but you think there'll be more. Well, I guess if this one sells well, which it will, then that would be amazing. If they did the old Star Trek, the original series with Captain Kirk and that bridge. Again, that would be great. Another investment set or one to keep. Maniac Bricks says, I'm back. Had some slight issues. Glad to see you back, Maniac Bricks. Glad to see you back. Just looking on eBay for something. Ooh, what do we got in mind? Maniac Bricks, keep us posted. Blessed Pasadilla says, what is your favorite set? Ninjago City, Blessed Pasadilla. Ninjago City. Look that one up. The first Ninjago modular that came out with the Lego Ninjago movie. I think all the modulars, well, at least the first few were based on the. Yeah, it looks like I got a minifigure waiting in the bags here. Got the head. I don't see the rest of it yet though. And is this a Chihuahua? Looks like I don't think I've seen this animal before. For a Lego accessory for minifigs. How fun. I'm trying to hold him. Looks like a Chihuahua maybe. There we go. So yeah, Ninjago City. That is the fave. My fave of all time. Now, if I ever get a UCS set, I might change my mind. Also, there's a set I don't know how popular it was, but I thought it was amazing. It didn't come with minifigures though, so maybe that has a little bit of less of a advantage in terms of favorites. But the Voltron set, I think that was a Lego Ideas, a fan inspired build. The Voltron set, I love that one. That again goes back to the 80s and childhood. So yeah, that would be another one. The Yellow Castle for nostalgia. And in terms of newest sets, definitely Rivendell right here. Rivendell would be another one. And then, and then my mind starts thinking through all the Lego sets that could be built that we have. It's like, all these modulars collectively are pretty awesome too. But yeah, Ninjago City, that one, I always go back to that one. That's a favorite. So yeah, if you guys have a favorite one, drop it in the chat. It'd be fun to see what you guys think too. Jeanette Garcia says, are you almost done? Oh no, with this assembly square? No, there's 6 bags. So I'm on just opened bag 3, but each number has about 5 bags with it. So there's 5 number 3 bags. And so number 4, 5, and 6 will have basically somewhere around that amount too. I opened the box and you can see a Lego short. I did that. I opened the box, you can see all that I'm dealing with here. If you want, which is funny because when I open, I'm like, oh, there's 6 bags here. I was guessing there's going to be 30 numbered bags, and 6 times 5, that's 30. But the Jazz Club had 15 numbered bags, and that one definitely felt more. Just a quicker set to build, but still extensive. Stephanie says, I have this set. What's the best way to sort the pieces? It's quite. Oh no, Did the live stream go out? Sorry, did I glitch out there? Sorry, guys. Hopefully it's back. So, Stephanie, I've taken a lesson from opening bag 1 and 2. And so this is what I'm doing. And if you're rebuilding the set, then this is probably something that I would say do. So I'm sorting everything by color and then trying to keep, multicolored small pieces off to the sides here. And hopefully as I it'll grab the pieces I need. This will be a lot faster. Of course, you're sorting everything on the front end. So that's the challenge. But I think this is better. Since my channel is Brick Therapy, I think that's the better version of doing everything. Kathy says, oh, good, you are here. So the video is going okay. Kathy drinking a milkshake. Psh, love it. What kind of milkshake, Kathy? So fun. John Powell says, the Star Trek set, it's not a one-off. They're crazy. Lego has been waiting for the license to run out so they could get it. Awesome. John Powell knows the insides, the inner workings of all these themed, licensed themes. I love it. So that makes me think that, yeah, all the more reason that this Star Trek set will be one worth picking up. That will definitely take away from my ability to buy the Natural History Museum, but I think this just might be a good investment. So, this is what Lego does. But I think the gift with purchase that comes with that set and everything, I think that might be... I told my wife, I said, I think I might give this. It's a lot of money, but I think it might be one that'll just be a good investment. I don't know if I'll want to keep it, and I think I'll keep it in the box. I have several sets being a Lego collector in the backlog, so it's not like I need to build it up anytime soon. And then I can just see how much it appreciates in value. So that'll just be fun to have that thing. I'm gonna try. I'll tell you guys. I'll try and get that set on release day. The cool part is, all right, last part of bag 3 to sort, and then we'll see if my strategy works for building. But yeah, if I can keep that Star Trek set as an investment, I think I will. That basically that set is unique to me in thinking about it that way, because I will have probably more fun just trying to buy that set and get it with a gift with purchase than anything. This one is more the thrill of the purchase, the thrill of the hunt. This is one, it's kind of like, I don't know, buying your favorite investment and just holding on to it, Holding on to it because you know it's going to appreciate. So that's where I think I will be in terms of my thoughts on that set. And I haven't thought about a Lego set, ironically, at all. Just like strictly an investment. But this one, for sure, I don't know. It's going to be fun just to have that and hold on to. We will see if I can get it. Maniac Break says, are you on Insta? No, I'm not, Maniac. I've been thinking about that over time. I really am not a social media... I don't know. Younger people are totally into social media. I don't like having, a profile everywhere. But I think for, to keep the channel Brick Therapy Toothy out there and relevant, especially because I know when my son live streamed with me, that blew up our channel big time, because he just, he's a kid and people like seeing us build together. And now he's in middle school, and so he's kind of, he's doing his own thing, man. We'll say that. I think he wants to come back whenever, but right now he's into soccer and all that good stuff. So that is fine. But he's definitely a presence for the channel. Maybe I can get him to edit, do something in the background. We'll see. But I know you guys like seeing him, so I'll try to get him to live stream with me, and I'll try to get my older son. I know I've brought it up to him, and he's like, yeah, I'll go on with you, Dad. So he's very busy with work and school, but maybe I can get him to join a live stream or two. All right, so I was gonna say everything's sorted now. I got 2 within the large bag. I got 2 more of these little bags, and it looks like I need 1 more, probably a hair piece for the minifigs. So I get to these. I've got the head, the torso, and the legs. And this definitely looks like an employee at the next store here. Maybe the is that going to be a coffee shop? Oh yeah, she's pictured there on the bottom corner there where it says 10th anniversary. So it's the coffee store server waitress. All right, so that's the minifig you get in bag 3. Bag 1, you got the chef and the florist. So they're all built up there. And then bag 2, you don't get to build any minifigs. You get to struggle through the creativity of the build. And now bag 3, I got somebody. So yeah, John Powell says, with the Star Trek set being the first one, and get the gift will purchase, it will be worth the money. Might take 10 years, but it will triple. Yeah, John Powell, exactly. That is my plan. If I can get both, I am just going to hodl, like hold that for dear life, and just treat it strictly as an investment. My kids don't care, could care less about Star Trek Lego anyway. It definitely is a nostalgia set. I think probably if you were into Star Trek, it was probably from the 80s and 90s or from the original from the 60s. But yeah, I don't know if young people think that set's that great. Obviously, it's a $400 set. Young people are not going to be too excited about it. The minifigs, on the other hand, they might be. The Low Guy, nice. Lord of the Rings sets, bro. Psh, thank you. Thanks, guys, for joining the live stream. We got 9 likes. See if we can get to 10 likes here. So if you just joined the channel and you've never seen Brick Therapy 2-3, that's my channel here with my son. Please leave a like and subscribe. Love to have you join the Lego community. We always got fun topics. We've got great contributors to each live stream, and we got great mods. And just thank you for being here, guys. Mayo says yes to Real Mayo Hosco. Oh, Mayo, are you changing your name? Interesting. Bless Pesadilla. Psh, thank you for being here, man. Awesome. Maniac Brick says Instagram has lots of Lego stuff on there. Yes, I have to check that out. And we have a family account on there, but we don't use it much. So maybe I should create one for Brick Therapy, because there's a couple people that we've found and followed on YouTube who are Lego channels, and they have thousands of subscribers, but I don't really see their videos come up very much. So I'm wondering how they got so popular. So it must be through social media as well. The Low Guy says, I wanted those so bad, but they're very expensive. Oh, yes, the Lord of the Rings sets. Yes, and I think they'll be coming out with another one this year. So hopefully, Low Guy, maybe one of those go on sale. I think the Rivendell set came out first as like a re-release of that theme. So, I mean, yeah, it's still a pretty expensive set, but we'll see. Kathy says, will he ever live stream with you again? Good question, Kathy. Yes, he will. I got it. I'm trying to get him on when we get to December. So hopefully soon. I keep saying he'll be on during the weekend, but you know, he's a middle schooler, so that's fine. I'll get him here. Maybe if I have him wear a disguise or something. I don't know. He's wanting to just do his own thing, which is cool. So yeah. Seth Iron Man, how cool is that? Seth Iron Man, welcome. Seth, building a Lego Creator set, Assembly Square. No doubt, Seth Iron Man, you probably like marble sets, but yeah, building this Assembly Square modular right now. But yes, the MCU sets are also very cool. Have a few of those. Never fear, your favorite ninja cowboy is here. Odele, psh, awesome to see you here, Odele. Caught your live stream, was it yesterday already? Very cool. Maniac Brick says, say, I can do streaming on my other account. Very cool. Hello, Rats. Psh. Rat says, hey. Seth Iron Man says, hello to Odele. Very cool to see all you guys here. Mayo says the official name is Association Football. Ah, okay. So I'm thinking it was a new Lego channel name. Have you seen the new botanical sets coming out? I just saw Jane Bricks actually preview those, and I was going to ask too. It's not necessarily related to those, but the aquarium set came out a couple days ago. I didn't think that would be a popular set, especially for the price, but that thing's already on back order. And I would think for the price, you know, a lot more people would spend their money on the Avengers Tower or something. But man, Lego has struck a chord with any theme they put out there. So good for them. Seth Ironman says, yeah, I'm getting the Lego Fantastic Four set for Christmas. Psh, very cool. That one, I like the minifigs in that one, Seth, especially that kind of light blue color for each one of those guys. JG6000, psh, welcome. Hello, all. Hello, JG. Amy is back. Psh, very cool. Amy is back. Maniac Brick says, my second account's called Maniacs Henry's. Got it. Amy says, I'm building a big Hogwarts set. Awesome, Amy. The Hogwarts Castle I think there's 2 versions of that now. We have the one that came out, I think that must have been 2019 or 2020, but I know there's a little bit smaller version of that one. Maybe that's the one you're building. Pirate 1980 says, evening from Atlanta, Georgia. Psh, welcome back, Pirate. Are you actually having a weekend off here, Pirate? I'm sitting here watching my super favorite YouTube person while enjoying my weekend off. There we go. There's the answer. Psh, very cool, Pirate. I'm halfway through bag 4 on my Lego replica of the UCS Millennium Falcon. That's what I was talking about earlier, Pirate. What sets would I want the most? UCS Millennium Falcon, but the price, can't get past it. So I might have to get your advice on the replica one. And then, of course, the next modular set I would love to get is the Natural History Museum. Mayo says, oh, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, Mayo. Well, I was reading your side comments, so no worries. You can clarify if you want for me. Hello, Amy. Yep, rats. I'm making up a set for stop motion. Psh, nice. We got another stop motion person. Man, you guys, those are so fun. I love the fact my son's done a couple of those. We put a few of those on our channel, this Star Wars themed. Seth Ironman says, I like the Thing minifigure, but I felt like they could have made him just a few inches taller. Yeah, I can't remember, Seth. Is he like a big fig or just like a regular minifig size with maybe some oversized limbs? I want to say he should have been like the Thanos big fig in the older sets. Kathy says, I'm getting Lego for Christmas. Always fun. Do you know, or do you have a wish list for your Christmas sets? Very cool. JG says, me and my husband are building another Ninjago mech. I think it's Cole's Titan mech. Oh, fun. I love Ninjago. My favorite Ninjago set is Ninjago City. But I love the mechs too because, as you saw earlier, I showed you the Nexo Knights my son got into. Love those. Alexandria says, are you looking for any sets that are retiring Brick Therapy 2-3? Oh, good question, Alexandria. Probably actually no, because the Jazz Club would have been it. This one right here, and I have it, and I'm trying to think. The Sarlacc Pit, I think, is retiring that Star Wars set. We have a couple of the Star Wars sets that are retiring, so I don't think there's any like fear of missing out on any of the retired sets. I'll have to look at the list again, though. I can't remember what all the big name ones are. So yeah, good question. Jean or XIN, I love Lego. Please shout out to me. Jin XIN, welcome. Psh, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Yes, I'm also doing stop motion. Very cool. I might do stop motion from the game Granny, says Maniac Bricks. Very cool. Hello, is it Nyla? Nyla, psh, welcome. The low guy says, I love Ninjago too. Psh, yes, Ninjago is sweet. Probably next to Ninjago City, my favorite build. I've built both these sets more than once because they're just so awesome. Ninjago City and the first, I think it's the first, the Destiny's Bounty, the ship. Oh, those sets are so awesome. I'll have to get those out again and build. The low guy says, favorite Ninjago Ninja? Probably Jay. I think Jay, or is Lloyd the green one? I like Jay though. Jay's pretty sweet. Or is Lloyd the robot guy? I can't remember now. Nyla says, I definitely subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Nyla. Psh. Yes, guys, leave a like. Thank you for the 13 likes. So if you're just joining our channel, Brick Therapy 23, thanks for being here. I'm sorting and eventually building or continuing to build this modular set. So modulars have been the theme the last few live streams. So I finished this one, the Jazz Club. I love Lego sets that obviously have minifigures and just a fun, detailed build. I think Ninjago City is the reason why, because when I got that checked off all the boxes in terms of Lego design, minifigures, just fun builds, not a crazy Technic build. I think the UCS set might be crazy in all aspects. So these have been great for building. All right, Maniac, thanks for being here, man. Sounds like you're gonna retire. Very cool. Low guy says Zane is the robot. Lloyd is the Green Ninja. Ah, there we go. Zane. I couldn't think of his name. So yeah, Lloyd, the Green Ninja. Jay's probably my favorite. And of course, Master Wu, although he's not the ninja. You got to have that guy with the beard. So yeah, love me some Ninjago. I can't claim I know the storyline at all, but that's okay because the builds are just amazing. The builds are where it's at, man, for Ninjago. And Ninjago, like I said, if you guys are wondering about like Lego prices and being expensive, Ninjago has some of the best sets, especially the smaller ones, like in the kind of like battle pack boxes that you can get like 3, maybe 4, yeah, 4 minifigures and like a little Ninjago battle pack, which is so amazing. That is just so fun. And you know, if you got little kids, like when my kids were younger, and then anything with minifigs was awesome. So it could have been any theme. Ninjago was the way to go. So yeah, just a great theme overall. Star Wars is a fun theme, but Star Wars is getting so overpriced. I did notice, if you guys are like bargain hunting and you are aware of the there's the hairpiece. If you're aware of the $45 battle pack for Star Wars, which is just crazy, I have noticed that now it's on sale. You know, I can't say it's the best, but it's $10 off through Walmart. The Star Wars battle pack, I'm gonna mess up the number. I think it's the 332nd, the yellow clones, but that one's on sale at Walmart. So you know, if you're wanting to maybe get that battle pack, I wonder if it'll even get discounted further during Black Friday. But anyway, there's somewhat of an interesting update on Star Wars. Nyla says, thumbs up completely to Lego people who build Legos for fun in their lives forever and always. Nyla, you speak my language. Love it. Odele says, hello to everybody. Logai says, I'm a diehard Ninjago fan. Awesome, Logai. So I assume you've seen the Ninjago Lego movie. The new is it called Destiny's Bounty? Also, the new bounty ship, the Ninjago. Oh, what's it called? I don't want to say the names exactly the same, but let me look it up because that new Ninjago ship looks pretty sweet. For a while there, I wasn't really into the Ninjago designs that were coming out in the last couple of years, but that new Ninjago ship, what is it called? The Temple Bounty. That one reminds me of the Destiny's Bounty. I might try to get that set at some point. Well, I guess it depends on how long it's out. And then the Dragonstone Shrine, that one, like that stone kind of bridge looking structure with the dragon shape. That set I found at Costco last spring. It's usually $100. Looks like Lego has it on sale for well, not that much. It's $120. Oh wow. Lego has it on sale for $96. I thought it was more than that. But I found that set on sale for $45 at Costco last spring. I'm like, no brainer. Got that set. So, Low Guy, I hope you are able to take advantage of sales like that because that was a huge buy. Pirate says, I got my Lego replica of the UCS Millennium Falcon for $300 on eBay. Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that, Pirate. I don't know if I could be as lucky as you, but I'll have to look that up. I might still get the Lego brand version, but try and buy it on Bricklink or something. Maybe get it used for. I've seen it for at least a $350 discount. So that would probably be worth it. And I don't know. That's a set. You know what, Pirate? You might have the best plan, because that'd be a set I'd probably just want to build once, have it built up, and just be on display. And I don't think it'd be anything I'd want to rebuild again. And I might just sell it after a while. So yeah, I don't know. That's just a set that I want to experience the build. I don't want to rent it and give it back though. Amy says, I'm saving up for the Eiffel Tower. Psh, love it, Amy. That's a cool one. I remember when they released that set a few years ago. That came with a very cool gift with purchase of, I think it was like the apartment of the designer himself, Mr. Eiffel. And so that was the only, I think, related minifigure you could get with that set. I don't think it comes with a minifigure by itself. But yeah, I remember when that set got released. I've seen that one built up at the Lego store. Very tall set, very impressive. I think you have fun building that, Amy. But yeah, let us know if you get it. Yes, hope you guys are doing well. I'm definitely going to add you onto my YouTube page. Psh, thank you, Nyla. Awesome. Jessica says, my birthday is in 2 days. Happy birthday, Psh, Jessica. Very close to Thanksgiving. That's kind of fun. Yeah, so here we go. I've got everything sorted, and this is all of bag 3 for the Creator Set Assembly Square. I have even the smaller random pieces in this plastic case or tray or Tupperware, and then all the rest of it here. I think this will help with my sanity for trying to build this set. And then of course I can keep it all in this tray the whole time and not leave it all over the table here, where eventually things will get, ooh, that would not be good. Oh yeah, and I'm putting the clear window pieces in that Tupperware tray also because they're harder to see. They're piled up on everything. So bag 3, we get the first part of the build, sort of, if you sifted through all the bags, because these were not all in the same bag. We got the minifigure, the waitress 2, the coffee shop. So that is 3 out of 6, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 3 out of 7 minifigures built up. So, and now bag 3, it looks like we get more into, let's see if they give me a preview. Although I think they do give you a preview when you build up when you start building up the whole thing, or when you unbox it, you get to see what you're dealing with here. So yeah, bag 3 will be the next structure in the build, the coffee shop there. I don't know if that's easy to see or not, but that's where I'm heading with this build. And organizing and sorting seem to be the best call at the moment. Of course, now I can't really move much around. So let's see if we can kind of rearrange things. Get the build more in front of me, and I guess keep the instructions on my lap. Although it's going to be hard to see stuff, so maybe I'll go in back and forth with the using the PDF instructions as well, because then I can zoom in and see what in the world I'm dealing with here in terms of color. Because some of these darker pieces are hard to tell which piece you're looking for. But there we go. This is a lot better already. Everything is where I sorted it. So I need the pieces, and they're right there in the section I need them for the most part. And I also need a couple of green pieces. So very cool. Now if I had everything just kind of thrown into the table, which can be fun somewhat, but this is a lot better. Plus you can kind of see your progress over the entire set. Okay, I'm like looking for the wrong color gray though. That was a little off there on that one. Let me see if I can need like an easel stand for the instruction book here. That would be helpful because there's no way that's going to stand up for very long. But yeah, bag 3, getting it all set up here. I love Lego, says Nyla. I love it. Tavia's back. Tavia says, I was making homemade pizza, and now I'm making homemade pancakes. Tavia, all things circular, unless your pizza's rectangular. Nyla says, Lego friends, fangirl of Legos to build by myself. Let's go. You guys are inspiring me today. Love all the conversation, questions, all the topics about Lego, and I am, now that I talked a lot about that Star Trek set, I'm sort of hyped to get it, and not to build it, just to get it and have it as an investment. Whoops. If anything's gonna fall, the instruction booklet's fine with me. Don't need to worry about that. So yeah, in terms of new sets though, I just find it interesting that the we'll make sure I get this right. I find it interesting that if you guys have been following Lego at all, that the aquarium set, which is almost a $500 Lego set, I did not think that would be so popular. I can't believe, I almost feel like the market's being manipulated. It's not like anybody really is anxious to review that set, or maybe somebody is. I haven't seen anyone talk like, oh, this is going to be so cool to have, but whatever the case, that set is on back order. So I know it came with a gift with purchase, which to me also wasn't that exciting. It was like a filter, like a little aquarium filter, you know, just a kind of a black shaped container with blue Lego to represent glass and water. I'm like, that's not the most exciting thing. I wouldn't really think of a Lego build to look like a aquarium filter or something that I'd want to design. But you know, again, my point earlier when I first heard about this set was you could, you know, if you have it's like the old school doctor's offices or dentist offices where, you know, you'd have an aquarium for kids to look at in the waiting room. You could buy one of those and just have it on display, but it just sits there. There's no moving fish or anything, so I don't know. Part of the fun of having an aquarium is all the, you know, all the movement and the sounds of the filter. It's just kind of a relaxing thing, but I don't know, for a Lego one, would it be relaxing to have a Lego set just sitting there? I guess you could make it look cool with lighting and everything. So I guess Lego, just the fact that they just keep on releasing all these big high-end sets is attracting lots of customers. So good on them on that one, man. Solder Studios. What is that Lego set number? Solder Studios, welcome. This is Lego Creator Set 10255. If you're looking, unless you know about it already, if you're looking for it to be on the Lego website, it's a retired set. So I got this set on sale, I think 2 Christmases ago, or close to Black Friday. So it's not one you can get new anymore. But all the modulars are great builds if you're just looking for a modular. So yeah, very fun. Thanks for joining the channel, guys. Thanks for the 15 likes. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and joining our Lego community. John Powell says, here we go. John Powell with the insight on the aquarium. It's not popular. They just didn't make many of them. Yeah, that must be. I don't see people lining up on release day for the aquarium at the Lego store to just get their hands on that thing. So yeah, I guess they knew enough people. So yeah, I don't know if you saw that. Solder Studios, it's 10255, Assembly Square. I saw someone is selling a light kit for the aquarium set. It was amazing looking. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it's probably obviously a display piece, but something that kind of sets the mood. Solder says, I might get it on eBay, the Assembly Square. Yeah, I wonder, eBay or Bricklink, yeah, you might find a good deal on it. I know it was on sale on the Lego website for the longest time and then eventually retired, but I'm sure a lot of people, those who resell Lego, they probably got a couple of them and would love to sell those. I don't know if the discounted price is there or not since it's a retired set, but it'd be interesting to look that one up and see what the prices are on eBay or Bricklink or something like that. Because all the modulars are great builds, and this one is obviously a great build. It's just so many pieces per numbered bag that you really have to do, which is what I did at the start of this live stream, and just sort everything. If you don't do that, I learned my lesson in bag 2, man. I was struggling to build it. I was struggling to build it that way, and now I have it sorted like this, and I like it again. I like the set again, which is good. This is important. This is a thing, man. This is a good thing. And so I've got all the pieces, organized by color and shape, and I can already feel the brick therapy coming back to me. The fact that it's enjoyable to build, basically. Enjoyable to build, and I'm not like sifting through hundreds of pieces on the table here. So it does take some time to sort, but the sorting part is kind of nice because you're not having to hunt for anything. You're just keeping everything in order. So now I got some cool, colorful looking sections built up here. And let's see, trying to figure out, okay. Trying to figure out what this is. Actually, you'll look at it more closely here. Actually, I'll use you guys ever use the PDF instructions? That helps because you can zoom in and see what exactly is going on here. Okay, so it does go on the edge. And it looks like it's like a sofa set or a sofa piece. Okay, that helps because now I know that. I don't know. This thing's weird. It doesn't look on center, but I don't know if it's supposed to. So I'll see. Feel like I might have done something off kilter, but I can't. I'm not sure. I wish I could show. There's something weird about this corner section right here, but I don't know. It's upside down, so maybe you guys can't tell. But I'll figure it out. The creator set, as the moment I figure I've crossed a hurdle, it confuses me a little bit again, but we'll see. Solder Studio says, I'm going to get a new Lego set even though I got one 2 days ago. Solder Studios, you sound like a collector. That makes sense to me, man. Alexander says, they're hinting at a new Legend of Zelda set coming out. Oh, something to complement the Deku tree. Again, that would be probably pretty exciting for people. Kelly says, I'm back. Psh, welcome back, Kelly. Pirate says, eBay has a Lego replica of the new Death Star for $519. When you get that Lego replica of the Millennium Falcon, it comes in a big box and 3 big bags, and you have to sort them just to find all of the bags. Yes, there you go. That's the price you pay. But that's kind of fun, Pirate, if you want to experience both those builds. I don't know. Would you? I guess if you have. Here's my question: if you have the budget to buy a knockoff Death Star for $520, would you just end up getting the Lego version? I mean, of course, it's like half, but I don't know. I think I'd probably still just get the Lego version at that point. You're doing you are doing a fantastic job, amazing job. Thank you, Pirate. You guys are being great, being part of the live stream. Thank you. Solder says, I'm trying to get a lot of modular buildings. Solder, you probably know this too. I don't know if you probably come across like the other brands of brick companies that also do modulars. And John Powell's one who's told me about this, like Fantasy, Lumi Bricks. But yeah, there's some good other designs, basically, so other unique designs, and I think the quality and the type of brick is exactly the same. But yeah, I don't know, just something to consider. You don't have to spend as much. The only thing is, and it would be a big thing if you are a true collector of Legos, that you wouldn't get a minifig, like a collection of minifigs, Lego minifigs, with those sets. But you can always just build your own minifigs. There's nothing 100% special about, especially these type of minifigs. You could definitely customize and do your own. Like especially if you're at a Lego store, you just go to the build minifig stand, you know, and hang out with the younger Lego kids and just build up a couple minifigures, 3 for $10. Ain't so bad. I have my kids do that quite often when we go to the Lego store. That's pretty fun. Yeah, sure, Solder, for sure. Brandon says, "What's up? What's up, Brandon?" Pirate says, "I would buy the Lego replica for $520 instead of paying $1,000 for the regular one. They have the Lego replica of the Titanic for $270 on eBay as well." That's very cool. So, Pirate, question for you then: the sellers on eBay that do the replicas, are they based in the U.S., or when you buy those replica sets, do they take a long time to get to you? Because I've bought a couple of knockoff Lego replica, whatever the terminology is, and it's taken like a long time, like a month or longer. Sometimes we're at the point where you think you got ripped off before you get the set. So yeah, just curious about that. And maybe it's okay. But yeah, that would be my biggest concern or caution from, you know, because you are spending, that's a lot of money obviously still. So just, you know, be safe with the purchase. But yeah, $270 for the Titanic. That's the Titanic. Another set I would think would be so fun to have. The build, all about the build, man. The Titanic, and that one does not come with minifigures. So I think I would love to have. Oh, good. I saw problem solved. I just set this over one stud, off by one stud. So it wasn't oriented wrong. I just placed it wrong, but it's stuck to. It took off the bottom layer, so I gotta replace that. But yeah, getting a replica set would be cool. The shipping time is always a concern, and then yeah, getting what you paid for. But yeah, when I did get those sets, it took a long time, but I did get them, and the builds are great. Yeah, so I got the Ghostbusters headquarters that way, and I felt like the quality of the Lego was really good actually, or the quality of the brick was really good. So yeah, no complaints on that. And man, do I need a flashlight, dude. I'm trying to build. It feels like I'm building in the dark. Yeah, so those replica sets, not bad. 15 likes, love it. Thanks, guys. Let's see, building. Okay, this is where, did I use the wrong piece? Let me backtrack again. I got 2 of those. So where do the, oh my gosh, where do the 2 1x3 pieces go? I must have, let me zoom in on the PDF part here. Oh wait, they didn't go in the wrong place. I was looking at the wrong page. All right, still build challenge today, guys. Still build challenge, but it's okay. The pieces are sorted, so that chaos is taken care of. The rest, no pun intended, the rest will fall into place, man. And the wall is going up. Ooh, the wall is going up nicely here. And pretty soon, a cool looking Lego built coffee house will emerge. So fun stuff. And let's see here. Salder says, "Thank you for the advice." Pirate says, "When I ordered mine, it came from California." Oh, it comes faster if the seller is based in the US. Yes, Pirate, I've seen, I've never been able to find a seller with a set I wanted, like the Ghostbusters one, and that was such a good price. I was kind of taking a risk ordering that because it was like, I think that Ghostbusters set originally, when it was Lego sold, it was like $300, and then it got retired, and then it was like $1,000 or something if you got it secondhand or new. But then I found it for like under $100, I think, through AliExpress. So yeah, that was the only thing. I'm blown away from your amazing, incredible Lego build. Thank you, sir. It's looking good, right? I wish I could say, I can't take full credit, but I love this angle here. Obviously, the Lego designers did a great job. And the challenge for me has just been patience and organization to do this build. So bag 3 is looking good. Let me do a couple more sections of this build and show off what we have so far here. Okay, so right now it's nothing intricate yet. Mostly the kind of the section, which I do like, because everything is going up, like it's increasing in size and momentum vertically, which is the best part, because then you feel like you're making tons of progress right away. So this is the good part here. So now I'm just building up columns of Lego. Can't complain about that. And the tray becomes less and less cluttered, which is even better. And I get to see the boundaries of the building to the coffee house come together. That's the cool part about that that new modular, or newer modular, the Natural History Museum. I love the fact that front facade of that modular with the pillars out front, and gosh, let me look it up. It's just the way that set is designed. I didn't think much of it at first. Probably because the color scheme is interesting, because it's like a green, mostly a green brick build, I guess, to the building. But the two pillars, it just has like an old, like a classical look to it, from Europe, and then even going back further with like a neoclassical design, if I can be technical about it. And then the roof line, it definitely seems like something you would see on a major boulevard in France or somewhere in Europe. Plus you have the dinosaur skeleton on the outside. You got two Lego minifig statues and a window washer guy and a fun advertisement banner outside, since it's a natural history museum, to come inside and see the displays themselves. It's a 4,014 piece set, also 7 minifigures, so kind of the equivalency of this build here, but it seems like it's a little bit taller build. So yeah, I think that Natural History Museum is going to be a fun modular to add to the collection. So for most of the year I was talking about, I got to get a UCS set, but now I think got to go with that Natural History Museum. John Powell says they probably bought it from China for $50 to $100 and then resold it. Yeah, John Powell, there's that angle. That makes sense. John Powell, savvy with the business model. Fred, welcome. Fred a Fly, welcome. Beastie Boy is back. Beastie Boy, good to see you. Beans, always good to see Beans. Fred says, have you collected any One Piece Lego? Oh, another good theme. That's a newer one. From the anime series. Fred, I have not. I've been interested in 2 of those sets. I don't know if you've collected any yourself. One, obviously, is the ship. The, what's it called? The Going Merry Pirate ship. And then there's the Carnival one, the Carnival Ride one. That one looks cool. They have, they have that bigger set too. I'm trying to think what's it called, but that one actually reminds me of the Ghibli storyline. Just the design of all their sets. The what's it called? The Barati Floating Restaurant. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, there's some cool sets. I do not have any of those. And you know, once you become a Lego collector, there's so many themes. You kind of have to pace yourself or limit yourself, because you could, spend so much. You could spend so much You could spend so much. KC or KSC, welcome. KSApedia says, what is the best Lego set you have? In my opinion, my favorite and best Lego set is the Ninjago City. And a lot of people's probably desires and likes might be the Rivendell set back here. Or if you're a super Star Wars fan, I don't know if we have the most um, impressive Star Wars collection to some people, but I really like the Star Destroyer. You can kind of see the tip of it right here. So yeah, those are three. And then I just like Lego Castle from being as a kid having Lego early Lego sets. John Powell says never even heard of One Piece until Lego came out with the sets. Yeah, my kids knew about it. That there again, this is where Lego knows it's got its finger on the pulse. It's kind of like the Fortnite sets, although probably a lot of people heard of Fortnite. I have no interest in Fortnite, but man, that's been popular too. And then the Dreams, it's just Lego's own line of sets. I didn't think there was a fan base for it, but it seems like a lot of people like the Dream sets. Fred says, I have the main ship, the Mary, and the Barati, the restaurant ship, and gonna be getting the other two for Christmas. Hopefully the fifth at some point. So awesome, Fred. So obviously you are a one-piece Lego collector. Do you have other themes, or you like sticking with those? They look cool. I'd say those be a nice complement to kind of all the Asian theme inspired builds, whether it's the New Year's ones, the Ninjago ones, the Monkey Kid ones. There's a lot of fun themes, sub themes there. Nyla is back to say hi. Psh! Nyla, welcome again. Beastie Boys here. Kathy says, I'm back. I was brushing your teeth. Always a good thing, Kathy. Very cool. What is the best Lego set you have? The best Lego set I have, KSC, is like I said, the Ninjago City, man. Ninjago City is my favorite. So kind of in the realm of, Lego themes from Asia inspiration. That reminds me of, if you ever look at Lego architecture, what do you think of the Meiji Castle? That thing looks so cool. I wish that one was a little bit bigger scale with minifigures. 19 likes. Can we get to 20 likes? Psh, love it. Fred says, I love One Piece mostly, but I also am a huge Ninjago fan. I have the original Golden Dragon set. Very cool. Psh. Nyla says, sorry, back. Wanted to make sure that I would seem to have you added to my YouTube account. Oh, so cool. Very cool, Nyla. Been able to watch for when I'm working 2 different jobs. Wow. Busy. Psh, busy and productive, Nyla. Way to go. BC Boy says, I just drew the best drawing I've ever had. I'll post it later, but it took a while. Very cool, BC Boy. Sounds like you won something then? Very cool. Yeah, there's some BC Boy. You ought to sign up for the Win Your Wish list on the Lego website. If you're good at those things, man. Win Your Wish list. It's $1,000 threshold, but it's fun entering nevertheless. So I put on there the Ninjago City for me, Ninjago City and the Home Alone house. I thought, or not Ninjago City, the what am I thinking of so many different things? The Titanic and the Home Alone house. I think that would be fun to have both. And the Home Alone house, I don't think I want to spend any money on or in buying it. I've kind of contemplated it over and over again. It becomes a very popular set during Christmas time, of course. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't think I'll spend the money on that one. But if I win it, then I will take it and enjoy building that sucker. Because it's got some cool Easter eggs in it, like especially the Michael Jordan kind of poster, life-size poster reference as it was used in the movie. So, yeah, fun theme, fun build, a one-off. It's got the cool minifigs to it, the 2 knucklehead bad guys, the little Kevin, and then I think from the first movie, the old dude with the beard. who actually was there to help Kevin beat those guys. So anyway, that's a fun thing if you're good at drawing stuff. Alexandria, thank you. We got 20 likes. Thank you, Alexandria, keeping me posted. I will see you later, Beastie Boy. No worries, Beastie Boy. I'm almost done. I'm gonna wrap up this live stream with this last part of bag 3, since it's got a little bit of character to it. It's got some sconces, I guess. Yeah, indoor sconces to the coffee shop here. And then you guys all talk about stop motions. I need to edit a couple videos that I have to add to my channel, which is just kind of summarizes some thoughts we've had on gift with purchases. And what was the other? It was like gift with purchase. Oh, and then kind of a review of the Jazz Club. I know there's lots of good Lego reviewers, but it's always fun to kind of show off the parts you liked of the build. Probably not the most technical and analysis of the Jazz Club, but that's okay. I like watching different people do reviews of different sets for various reasons, especially if it's a set you might get during this Black Friday season, where you might hopefully can still get it on sale. It might go on sale again, or just get it before it retires. So there's like some fun options there to consider. All right, let me just show off. It should not be that hard. Did I put this piece on correctly? It must be too far on the sconce. Trying to snap on these pieces, these little lamp pieces. All right, there we go. All right, so nothing too fancy, but got everything sorted, and there's the 3 minifigures so far, and then the cool structure coming together, a little more solidly connected now. There's the bakery shop, which looks so cool. So many small, fun builds in that one. The flower shop and the coffee shop. It has a wall and a cool green sofa so far. And of course, the cool fountain and the floral patterns, geometric patterns there, waiting for the next part of the build. Oops, the flowers popped off there. Okay, looks like everything's back in place. So thanks, guys, for joining this live stream. Amy says just finished the first bag of Hogwarts. Very fun. Thank you, Alexandria, and everyone joining the live stream today and meeting a lot of new people through the live stream. Some new Lego fans. Always love it. Thanks for the 20 likes. And everyone have a great Saturday. I'll see you soon in the next live stream.